So first car we ever featured actually, Tom's Integra.
Yeah, this was back in March 12th, 2019, my birthday, 2019,
Your
first
birthday,
car we featured. Tom is actually a close friend of mine. He's a bit mental on the road. Anybody who knows him will know Tom Oldham. It was I think he peaked at this car. I told him recently actually, it was his black Integra DC2. It was a B18, the original B18 engine, as opposed to the K20, which a lot of them get swapped to these days. VTEC was mapped to come in at 4K, which was just insane.
Jesus.
And it revved right past 9,000 revs. I remember we took this car to Japfest back in 2018, and what a laugh we had in it. There's actually
Fucking
video.
huge flames.
Yeah, I'll try and get some of the videos to pop up in here of the launch control. You either loved it or hated it. But yeah, cool car. So yeah, the next car we featured was Mark Frank's MG ZR. Car's only a 1.4, but the amount of work he's put in this is insane.
Yeah.
He's had this car since the dawn of Christ. He's still got it now, and he's actually redoing it over again. It's got wide arches, bonnet scoops, Focus ST splitter. The engine is tuned up, like you said, it's only 1.4, but it is tuned up. It goes well for what it is. I've seen the car in the flesh. Yeah, Frank was a nice lad, and like you say, hats off to him. It's something different, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I remember seeing this go around Allo a lot before I even got into the car scene myself, and it always caught my eye. And I think the last time I saw it, he put the cherry red alloys onto it. Yeah. He came up to Clarebank with us.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, and that was a good drive out, and for an MGZR,
it goes surprisingly well, doesn't it?
Yeah,
for, what it is.
For an MGZR, I mean, it's just perfect for the back roads and stuff like that. You know, you don't really need anything more than the 1.4 in it for what you use it for. Really,
he's got a daily now as well. So, like you say, I think it'll come back better than ever once it's redone. So
yeah,
nice work, Frank.
Well done.
So the next car we featured after that was Elliot Banks's Polo GTI. We first seen this car at the 85 Society meet. Check out their page as well while we're here. Yeah, I think the thing that actually struck us with this car was the wrap. It was back, well, what was it, 2019. I know you see a lot of like kind of matte wrapped cars now, but back then it wasn't that commonplace, was it? And it stood out like a sore foam. It was really cool.
It was a very unique colour. It was a lot deeper in the nightlight versus in the sunlight. It was a lot more like sort of sparkly and matte.
Yeah, it was just nicely done. It had a Maxim design kit all round, OZ wheels, obviously lowered.
Yeah, those alloys definitely made it pop.
We actually got in touch with him through there, got the details, did the feature, and then we actually seen him at Culture Shock, didn't we?
Yeah,
a few weeks after that, he was a sound lad. I'm not sure what he's got. I think he's got a BM now. I think the Polo's gone, but yeah, it was a nice one. It was actually making 260 horsepower as well, 300 foot-pounds. So in a car that light.
Real beast. I think I remember when we saw him at Culture Shock, he had some bucket seats in the front as well, and I think at the time he had the back stripped out. So yeah, it was a real beast car.
Tidy little thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely, and good private plate as well. Can't complain of that.
Yeah. Remember that when Tom Elliott got roasted?
Oh my god, yeah.
I mean, he's always getting roasted. But
yeah, that was the reason he got fucking.
That was where it began. Next car for that was Tom Oldham again, a good friend of mine. After this, it was a 106 GTI, cherry red, I think. Compomotive alloys, Moret headlights, all that good stuff. Everything you wanted when I was 17, and I had my Quicksilver. I remember going out in this, and Tom. Anybody who's been on the car with Tom, like I've already said, he's a fucking lunatic on the road. We went to the petrol station, and I remember being sat there, and I was in this bucket seat harnessed in, and I'm looking at the floor, and obviously we usually have the rubber bungs and stuff on the floor. You could just see the road, and like 10 minutes later we're doing 70 miles an hour.
So this is 148 brake horsepower Peugeot with nothing in it.
Yeah, I mean, like you say, 148 horsepower sounds nothing today, does it? But when the car weighs as much as a bean tin, it's absolutely brilliant. And it had
what was it?
LSD.
172.
It was about 170 foot-pounds of torque.
170 foot-pounds, yeah.
Like you say, Newman cam, Pug Sport exhaust, S2 rally box, Quafe LSD. It's like the ultimate fucking B-road car, to be honest, isn't it? Like, Anybody who hasn't experienced one of these cars, or a Saxo VTS, which is obviously the same thing, they're absolutely fantastic and so raw compared to stuff these days.
I mean, the only thing I can compare it to is obviously having an MX-5.
Yeah.
That's a lightweight car, but I have to imagine having an MX-5 with nothing in it. And like you say, pretty much a hole between you and the road. There is nothing between you and the road.
Yeah,
Never mind a tin sheet.
Like you say, your MX-5, what, ton?
Yeah.
It's 200 kg lighter than an MX-5, and you know how small the MX-5s are. It's a mad little car.
Yeah, exactly.
So the next feature was actually one you found, wasn't it? You went to a meet.
Yeah, that's right. We found this guy Kurt. Got talking to him because he came in and there was this little Fiat and it was bouncing up and down, but it wasn't the bags because it was quick. And I was like, "What's going on there?" I was like, "That can't be hydraulics."
You don't see it very often these days, do you?
No, I mean it was the first
Especially
time
on a Punto as well.
Oh yeah, the first time I've actually seen a hydro car.
It's a clean little car again. 18-inch alloys, smoothed. It looks like obviously it's been resprayed at one point. Black roof on it.
Yeah.
Remember talking to the lad again. He was a sound lad. It's actually diesel, 1.4 turbo diesel. Had a Impreza TD04 turbo on it. Mapped 150 horsepower. I'm not sure what the torque was, but obviously being diesel, it was going to be quite torquey.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we say, we like to get the odd balls in here now and then and just mix it up a little bit. So yeah, nice bit of appreciation for something a bit different. So
yeah, Kurt's car was definitely different from the crowd, and I think it stood out a lot and was very unique, but it was done nicely, and that's what was kind of the really grasping part about it. Is it wasn't just like I'm just going to fling a load of shit at this car and be like, yeah, it's proper unique. It was really nicely done.
They get a lot of hate, these Puntos, don't they? Let's face it.
Exactly, yeah.
But when one's done this nice, fair play.
Yeah.
Something different in it, fair play. A bit
Exactly.
like Franco's MG again.
Yeah.
Cars that get a bit of hate, but if we all like the same thing, much fun with that. So
Yeah.
hats off to them.
All right. Oh, the fucking...
I love this car. This is still one of my favourite features to this day.
Fucking...
Back then I had my EP3, so I was a right Honda. Well, I still love Hondas. I always have done, but at the time, I remember messaging about this one because I was messaging the guy on Instagram, wasn't I? I remember messaging you. I was like, look at the car I've just found. Look at this feature.
Yeah.
It was
because the first thing you noted was the front end.
because people who don't know what they're looking at here, it's
EG6.
CRX Del Sol. It's got an EG front end. This is actually really common in America, but you never see it done here. It's the first one I actually seen done here. We have actually got a before photo as well, which we'll put over here. So you can see how much work he's put into this. Again, nice guy. I've messaged him for a while. I still think it's one of the best features we've done to date. Just the finish on it is ridiculous. You can see the engine bay shots there. Carbon fibre, rotor wheels, bride seats. It's everything that a JDM fanboy wants, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. I mean,
it's just finished so nicely.
The engine bay itself is just next level. I mean, it's just like Mark's MGZR in terms of this engine bay was done really nicely to the T. You know, I mean,
freshly painted. Full car being freshly painted.
Every nut and bolt. People that really focus on every nut and bolt. I mean, it's just absolutely great.
He's actually, like you say, Redline Auto Care. I think he has his own place. So whether he uses just a demo car, or whatever, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's got a boot build and everything as well, audio build in it.
So if any of you live in the Salford area, this guy Redline Auto Care, go check him out because I mean this Del Sol was obviously made there, and as you can see, there is some serious quality to it. So if you guys ever in need of repairs or anything doing to your cars and you want somebody you can trust, check them out.
Yeah, check them out. Yeah.
Yeah, the boot spoiler was made by the guy himself. That's mad.
Yeah, they actually had a B16 engine, mated to MB6 VTI gearbox. Custom spoiler was actually quite cool. It was built by Adil himself, merging an E46 M3 carbon lip. Yeah, so this was the first feature where we really went into details, and I mean, there was so much with this car, we couldn't even write it all down on Instagram. I hope we can't hear the fucking dog in the background now. I was going to say, I don't know if we can, to be fair. If you can, you can. Okay, you're not going to hear that loud, are you? We never review these videos and go back over, do we? Because this is big hilarious. Yeah. So yeah, this one was about dogs. Yeah. Couple of cars there, mainly about dogs. Kid in a
Just
Tesla.
like-
Kid in a boat. Stop them for you. Remember when we went to the shop down the road? There was the SpongeBob TV for £1 a week. We shouldn't laugh. It's dog again. SpongeBob TV, yeah, wasn't it? £1 a week
Jesus.
on finance.
Honda NSX. That was the first ever Honda NSX I ever saw.
Was it?
Yeah, the only one I've actually ever seen. I've seen one since then.